Happy holidays, y'all! It's Pax Tangent here. As Thanksgiving is now behind us, with Christmas upon us, it's really important to go through this holiday season remembering what's actually important. You know, this is a time of so much love and light and connection to family and friends, holiday spirits, in all forms. And yet, it also tends to be the time of the year where people are the most stressed out. And that happens for a whole variety of reasons, but a lot of that, does at the superficial level boil down to stress around gifts, right? Financially, right? It's a financial burden over the course of the year, buying so many gifts and that kind of thing for people. And on the other side, an emotional taxation and stress. What am I going to get my mom who has everything? Or my brother who doesn't like anything, right? And so on and so on. Or for my father who's like Gandhi and always advocates for simple living and high thinking, and so any gift you get him is not going to be satisfactory in the larger scheme of, but what are we doing to get mindful, So it can be very stressful in its own right. I have been there. So I can relate. And I think what it really comes down to, the antidote, is mindfulness, right? It's being very aware of what's actually important here. And what's important is this beautiful time of the year where everything aesthetically is just lights and merriment and colors. Santa. Who doesn't love Santa? Laughter, right? Santa and his belly laugh, should bring you right back to the essence of what really matters. If you're not laughing, where's the fun? And that can really be cultivated, that appreciation, that mindfulness for the beauty of the season, right? The aesthetics, the connection with family and friends who maybe you haven't seen for the last year. For a lot of folks, myself included, I see most of my family just at this one time of the year. And we don't want the stress of the season to overwhelm or eclipse our ability to really enjoy being in the moment of gratitude around all of these gifts, literally and metaphorically, that we're being given. And so a gratitude practice is such a powerful way to start to help you realign your cognitive space, your thoughts around what's good today, what's going right, as opposed to what's going wrong, what are all the negatives in my world, what do I feel stressed out about. So I just wanted to posit that today and help you start to integrate that into your being as the next few weeks unfold until the Christmas holidays and the new year turns over, that we really want to be in a space of gratitude. Now, there are a few ways that you can do this. One of my favorites is actually expressing gratitude at the dinner table. Every time you have occasion to be with your family over a meal, don't just save that for Thanksgiving. Being grateful and thankful is not just for Thanksgiving, okay, people? It is a year-round exercise, and it's one of our favorite practices in positive psychology, because to the extent that you actually practice gratitude every day, you start to really ramp up your well-being. Your positive emotions go through the roof because you're existing in a place of, hey, there's hella good things happening in my world, as opposed to the opposite, right? So sitting around the table and taking a few moments at every meal to express this through the holiday season will really help. Another way to do this is by journaling about it. So at the beginning or end of your day, you can just take out a journal and write down 3 good things. 3 things that you're grateful for in your life. I like to add an extra layer and do 1 thing from today, 1 thing from the last week, and then 1 thing from life in general. And just writing that down in a journal is a very effective way to bring that top of mind and get you super grateful very quickly. And then the third way is just to meditate on it, right? To sit in quiet reflection. If you like, you can just close your eyes, as we usually do in a meditative practice, and think about 3 things that you're grateful for. And 3 is the magic number, like I said, in psychology, because that really seems to be the number that helps us change the game and flip the script of our happiness and positive emotions. We need that amount at least. So those are the 3 ways that you can do it, and be creative with this. Come up with your own ways to practice gratitude. But just remember through the holiday season that instead of the stress that we usually feel that's so common, for all of the reasons and then some that I articulated before, let's bring gratitude top of mind. Let's really be mindful about what's going right as opposed to what's going wrong. All right, well, have a beautiful holiday season ahead. You'll be hearing more from me soon, but I hope that is helpful for you to find yourself a little bit more joy in this season of joy. Be well.